And here we are with Greg. Greg, what have you got? I'm just kidding. I feel like a radio guy. No. All right. So just to let everybody know that's going to be watching this later, this is a conversion from propane to refrigerant in a Hussmann 2-block ISMGG. I think they are like right there. This is ISMG cases. You all know them and hate them, right? Everybody knows them. Everybody hates them. So
this is ISMGG.
Yeah. The rest don't matter. It's ISMGG. That's all we need to know.
Right.
Fuck those things.
Yeah.
Those things have created so much grief.
Yeah.
They're
horrible.
That I'm ready to start to cry. It's so bad.
Yep.
And by the way, because I've been doing all the brazing on it, if you guys do this conversion, you got to blow the shit out of it with nitrogen first, because the gas that is contained within the EVAPs and the oil, it will start to dissipate when you weld if you're running a purge, and it will catch fire. Just a heads up.
So purge with nitrogen?
Yeah, purge a bunch with nitrogen before you burn anything in.
That's always a good tip right there. If for anybody listening, that is like the best tip you'll ever hear, honestly.
On this particular system though.
It doesn't oxidize. The fucking you know how when get the black soot on the back of the pipe.
I'm not saying while you're burning. Because you purge with that as well with your 5 psi. I'm saying just like completely blow the system
blast
out.
It like with pressure.
Yeah, with like 300 psi, so you can get all the residual, because the residual propane catches fire when you're brazing.
Hope you blew out the condenser while you were at it. There might be some cardboard and stuff stuck in it.
Well, and then so what we did, we took the original box that came on the condensing unit here, and we pulled it off, and it freed up a space on the side right here where you could put a J box. I would recommend getting a bigger one, a little bit bigger than this if you can, because the one problem that we had is the actual connectors, like the 90s are on. We reused all this metallic flex right here and the 90 connectors.
Good call.
And it all fits perfect if you just get a J box. But I would recommend a little bit bigger J box in this, because
taller, not bigger sideways, but taller, right?
It's just better for see where the 90s connect into the side. They're so close together that you notice like they don't go in. See how that one right there is slightly canted out and it's not clicked completely in? It's because it's hitting that one. You see what I'm saying? So if you could get a slightly bigger box.
Well, why didn't you put that one into the one closer then, like down, the one that's on the left?
I tried putting them all different ways, and this is the way that made the most sense, like where everything actually just linked right up and fit in. But if we had a bigger box, it would be better. But then also what I noticed too is like on this one where the steel, or on this one right here, where next to the steel tight. I don't know if you can see it. Am I too close? Yeah. So the next to the steel tight right there, the one right there.
The little 3/8 in the MC.
Right. So it's right. Right there where my finger's pointing. That one.
Yeah.
So that one right there, that's going to the condenser fan motor. And the problem is, I wish I would have done that one different, because how are you going to get see how the 90 is right there? If you need to change out the condenser fan motors, it's going to be a bastard.
You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you maybe something we could do with that instead?
What's that?
Well, that thing, if you instead of putting it in that box, could you just take it over to the electrical unit and then just hook it up to the contactor?
Well, but I could. But the whole point was in doing it like this was, if you notice, there's a big piece of steel tight non-metallic coming out.
Right.
All the wires come in here, and I rewired this whole thing. Like it's not even like it was. I bypassed a lot of stuff that kind of the way it was, so I could kind of get it all wired into this can. And then basically all the wiring from the can, we ran into the flex here. The flex goes back, under this way here. And then we made it extra long. So if you look here, you can slide the whole condensing unit out. You see the
Right.
flex comes around.
That's
and
nice.
Then we plugged it in right here, and then it comes in here, and then all your electrical, everything is
Look
right
at that.
here.
That looks factory.
Yeah, it's getting there, dude.
Oh, that's
Getting
factory right there. That's already there. What are you talking about? That is there.
And then what we did was up here on the top, we put it's
Don't
hard
get
to
electrocuted.
kinda
You got it unplugged,
see.
right?
It's all off. There's nothing on right now.
All right, okay.
But up in the corner, you see that little relay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our evapoate pan relay. So what I did was I just ran whenever the
It doesn't look like it's on the right terminals.
no, it is. Okay, so look, I have right here coming off of my,
No, go back to the relay.
I have it on normally open.
Are you sure that one doesn't have to go to the bottom there? Like it looks like that's the bottom one's the common.
I don't have anything hooked up to it yet.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. So if you look at the black wire going in,
Yeah, that's coming out. That's the normally closed.
well, once we get all hooked up, the plan is basically this is gonna whenever this, okay, so whenever this de-energize, or whenever this how would that work?
Energizes, it'll turn off the heater.
Well, but the heater is going to be plugged into the normally open. You know what I'm saying? So when the
No.
So yes,
Normally closed.
well, I have it. I'm going to have it on normally open so that when the coil here de-energizes, this is going to de-energize when the compressor de-energizes.
Right.
Then it will send voltage from. So I also kept this from the old unit, this strip right here, the brown one. And I made it just like that's where I landed my main power, like after the switch. So I got 120 and then neutral, right? And all I did was I took, a 120 leg and I ran it, and I ran that through to my evaporator pan and then it's going to come back to the neutral side, right?
Right.
Just
So great.
here.
When that contactor turns off, right? The compressor turns off.
Yes.
You're going to want that thing. It'll de-energize, right?
So
And
so this is going to be this little relay is going to be energized whenever the compressor is energized, but using the relay points,
right. What I'm getting at though is it goes on normally closed. So when it de-energizes, you want the heater on. So the compressor's off, you want the heater to be on. So normally closed.
And I haven't quite got that far yet, so it might not be 100% right.
No, but it looks great.
Seeing right now.
Yeah,
but that's the idea. So far, I do have the control side of it wired correctly. So here's coming. This would be like going to our compressor right here. This black wire coming off of our Dixel.
Yeah, going to the contactor.
Right, it comes into this. It's going into the contactor right here, but it stops here and it tees off and it goes to our relay right there. That relay up there.
Look at you, dude. That whole terminal strip that you reused, that's so sick. That is one of the fucking coolest things I've seen.
That's the way to do it, man. Try to gut it and reuse what you can,
Dude, that looks so good. You have no idea.
I had this one sitting in my van, but I should have just probably put a wire nut.
No, but I like what you did there. That's so good. It's a work of art right there. That's literally art, like a sculpture.
Yeah, we're not done.
And then right here we got our. This is going to be for our temp sensor on the Dixel. So
hold on. Let me mute Jake real quick because it's getting an echo. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I got some belting off of my van, and I ran it. Me and Jake ran it to the discharge vent over there on this side, and you can see. I mean, you can. Oh, fuck, man, I just cut my finger. You can kind of see through the glass right there.
I do see that.
That's the discharge sensors it's in the honeycomb right there, but that's where
it looks ugly though.
It does, but it's gonna work.
It'll work fine.
Right. So that right there, we could tug it up and make it look cleaner or whatever.
So if you want to make it look really clean, you would take that outside that honeycomb and zip tie it to the outside. or even the backside. If you bring it up,
Yeah.
zip tie it to the backside of that honeycomb, that's the
Yeah,
boss way
like
to hook it up.
to hide all the connections right there. You're saying,
No, just so
But
it's in the right spot. That's like the spot to put it.
yeah. Well, it's zip tied to the backside of the honeycomb is where it's
Yeah,
at right now.
That's
But
perfect.
yeah,
Perfect.
but yeah. So it's gonna. So we ran that. We made it. He made a little hole down there for the sensor wire. To run it up the side so it's not. And then we'll probably maybe put some silicone right there, and then it runs down here. We reused the old connection that they had for the initially that's where I think the old piping was coming through right there. Yeah. And so we just ran, what we could through that. And then it's just
What's that sensor that's on the outlet of the expansion valve?
Sensor? What sensor?
There's something. Oh, maybe
The
I'm
sensing bulb?
Oh no, the sensing bulb, it looked like it from the angle you were at. So never mind.
Oh yeah. And we were talking about maybe putting some insulation around the sensing bulb. It's the problem is the sensing bulb has a little bit, it's not perfect the way that it was already, you know what I mean? Right here. There's
It'll
like a
work fine.
slight,
Don't worry about it. It'll work fine right there. Trust me,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. Don't
Yeah,
don't even worry about it. It's perfect.
and then so Jake pretty much worked on the piping and stuff, and he did pretty good, man. And then he did where you were talking about over here. This is where he did the hole straight through.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And then-
Looks good.
And then our piping comes up here on this side.
There was already a hole there, right?
Yes, there was a hole there that's where the old sensor wire was running up.
All right.
And then what we're going to do is you see the bundle of copper.
Yeah.
Right,
You think
right
you really
here?
need that much?
No, we're not done, Mark. We're gonna size it all up and stuff. We still need to put we're gonna put our evapoate pan right where the old one was, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we'll size this copper up so that we could see our condensing unit over there, so we could pull it all the way out. So if you ever need to change a compressor, you could change the whole compressor. You know what I mean?
You guys are making the fucking unicorn.
Yeah, it's going to be nice, man. And then it hopefully it's not that hard. It's a lot to do, man. You know what I mean?
Hang on. I'm going to put my son on. I'm going to mute him though. Hold on.
Mm.
All right. Hang on. So I'll mute you real quick. So that looks.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to do though, dude. But at least it'll never break again. Or if it does.
Well, no, it will in 15, 20 years. It's better than 1 year out of a compressor, right?
Yeah, you'll be able to fix it though. If the compressor blows up, you'll be able to pull the whole condensing unit out and change it. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm like 90% done with the wiring. It's just a few more wires, and then Jake's gonna basically. He's going to purge it out and flush it and clean it and everything. And then pull good vacuum and get it charged up.
It's pretty small. The vacuum takes about 15 minutes.
Yeah. What?
But that thing is looking like it's ready to go.
So
what else?
So watch, Jake, see, we can push it right back in. No problem from the front. See that?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a unicorn. Now we just got to make sure when you put, the only issue I feel you're going to run into is when you make the little flanges to make the air not come around. You got to make them on the inside so that it slides back. Don't make it so it's hitting the outside. You follow me? Don't make it
so you can slide it forward. So
yes, make it on the inside. You can bend it so that the flange hits the inside part.
And I also had to cut this piece out too, right here, to be able to do it from the front. This guy, I had to cut it out. And then there was a nut up here somewhere that Jake had to take off on the upside right here that was blocking the condensing unit somewhere in there. Yeah.
I don't see any downside to that. I mean, maybe it'll stop like a rat from coming in there, but if you have it pretty well flanged off, it should be fine.
And then we put the Dixel where the old controller was, and then your on and off switch is still in the same spot.
Yeah, we did
know?
that too. We did that too, except
Right.
for ours had such short wires I couldn't even take the Dixel out. It was
I just
That was
figure you
terrible.
probably won't really need to get into this section of it unless you have like a real problem. You know what I mean? So whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, for now, we were gonna try to knock it out, but I think it's gonna take us one more day, man.
Let me ask
Maybe
you a
not-
serious question here.
Yeah.
Would this have been faster had you done it at night?
No, that didn't make a difference for us because we just coned it off and went to town. Nobody bothered us. You know what I mean? We just did what we had to do. I mean, we got a big old mess over here, dude. Look at this mess.
I know.
We got stuff all over the place, cones and
I'm almost thinking
Crap-
like
crap
you could
everywhere.
roll that out to the parking lot and put it under an easy up and just start ripping stuff out and not have to worry about customers. I'm really nervous with, customers around. And so you got to be much more careful. So
yeah.
that's a drawback I see.
We haven't had any problems. You know, it's been all right.
It's a pretty good coned off area. No, yeah, maybe we'll get some barricades.
We got shopping carts, blocking us and everything. So, but yeah, nobody's giving us any grief or anything. The manager's happy that we're finally getting this thing to where it's not going to break anymore.
Dude, when he realizes that thing's just going to run now and he's not going to have all these issues and
yeah. Oh, this was the piece that I cut off. So this originally.
Hey, zip tie it back up.
Well, I mean, screw it. You don't really need it, but it was right here.
No, it'll
And
keep rats out. It'll keep rats out.
I just took a grinder and went cut it right there, and
I mean, if you can, if it's easy to put back in with a couple zip ties and a screw, do it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, that thing's not. I mean,
Plus it'll help hold the wood in place, I think.
Yeah, if rats want to get in here, dude, they're getting in here.
You know what? Fuck the rats. It's because I'm going to tell you now. It's because it'll help hold the wood.
These 3 holes right here are what hold the wood up.
I know, but doesn't that thing help on the bottom so it doesn't like get kicked in?
No, because it has like a bracing on the side on the corner, and this piece on the front that would go on the front, and this piece on the side just kind of bunched together, and that's what really holds it together is those 2 pieces. If there's nothing really here that does anything, to be honest with you, that all that thing is just a vent, some kind of a vent from the floor up. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know what it was. Just extra useless stuff that they put on this thing.
So so go over to where you made the bends, or did you weld the bends on going to the lower case? Let's take a look at that piping.
Yeah, Jake did all that. It's all right. It's okay. But yeah, over here.
I'm not going to pick it apart.
Yeah, it was a little tough in one section where the TXV is, but it drops down right. So right there, so it comes straight through, and then he just 90'd it down.
So let me stop you right there, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
So just so you know, for future reference, that suction line does not need to be insulated. It probably would have saved you a ton of time.
Don't tell me, tell Jake, man.
No, I did it so we don't.
That's why we want to get into the case super quick, because anything in the case doesn't need to be insulated at all. Going through the hole will be sealed with foam, so that's insulated all together, and anything that drips down goes into the drain pan. Away it goes.
Yeah, no, I did it so we don't have rub throughs on the dissimilar metals there with the steel. So it's insulated, and then the 10 mil going through the hole.
Just for future, just to save you time later is all. I'm not picking it apart too bad.
Too bad.
Yeah, the only part I would pick apart is right here, but it's all good.
It's fine.
Work.
It doesn't look kinked. I think it'll be fine.
No, I think that's why, because it was kinking, he had to do it like that, or else it was gonna kink, So, but it works.
Do you have a 3/8 bender? It's probably advisable.
We were using this.
Yeah, that should work good.
Yeah, whatever. It's gonna work, man.
That'll be fine.
It'll be fine, man. It's
You
not
watch.
gonna leak.
That one that's been in the shop just runs like a dream.
Yeah. I wish that it had a common. I wish the vents in the middle were common, man. I wish these 2 vents right here were common to each other. There wasn't no. Just for the temperature sensor, man, because it would make sure that you're a little more equal in temp.
I guess if it's up 5 inches higher, then it sells more product. I guess I don't know. That's a sales thing. That's not for us to decide really. We just got to
Right.
work with what they got.
Right. Yeah, but it's not too bad, man. I mean, I think like if I had to do another one, we could.
Oh wait,
probably not.
you drilled another hole there? Or that's the
No,
same.
these
Yeah.
were already, all the holes in the unit
Yeah.
were already pre-existing holes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The
Yeah.
only hole that was made was this one here, where the piping goes through, and then just where we ran the sensor wire over on that side. You know what I mean? Into the discharge vent here, and we'll clean all this up. It's not done. We got a lot to do still. But
Well, you're not the other guys took more time than this so far, so you're still in the lead. But
well, if I had this one under my belt, I would say once we get one down, we could definitely get another one done quicker.
you bring them gauges in so you could pick up the chicks, or what? What is that?
Those are Jake's gauges, man. He says he can't find his analog gauges.
Oh, I don't know why you even have a gauge on it.
That's my third set.
He's purging. He was using it to purge it.
Oh, hold on, I got to mute Jake again. Tell him every time he unmutes it echoes, so he's got to mute. He's welcome to talk,
Well,
but
just in and out
he
of
has to
the-
unmute, talk, and then mute again.
I think he could hear you, but yeah.
No. The thing is, what happens is your voice goes into his phone and it echoes through the whole, electronic shit. So that's all. Yeah. No big. Not
It's because Greg's loud.
like right now it's echoing.
See, it's every time you talk, Jake. Shut up.
I'm telling you, that is if we could get this down to a kit where we could get it done in one day, this would be like the ultimate. And I guess the new ones that they're making, you can access them. So we probably won't retrofit those. We're going to have to probably work on those ones. But these ones here, I'm thinking it doesn't matter if it takes you 3 days, it's worth it.
Right. Yeah. Well, tomorrow, I mean, I figure tomorrow it's just going to be like maybe charging it and then getting the temperature set and making sure it makes temp and it runs, and that's it, man.
Anybody online right now have questions on this at all? Because I'm going to stop the recording here and call this one a wrap. Not the group, but this portion. Anybody got questions on this? Everybody understand what he's doing? ISM GG case, propane, gutted the thing, threw everything in the trash, and except for maybe probably a few things or whatever, and then pipe both sides into one condensing unit. It's a 1 horsepower condensing unit. Seems to work fine. One we did in the shop seems to be running and doesn't appear to be having any issues. Starts up fine and runs fine. So this is a different, tech doing it and throwing different ways of doing stuff. And this is a pretty cool, glimpse at a way to do it. And I kind of like the slide in thing. I mean, obviously the jury's going to be out on that, whether it's worth the extra time, but it's kind of nice to have that slide out thing. I'm not going to lie. So
I think ultimately, like the one at the shop, just looking at the way that one was done, if you have a compressor blow up, you're gonna have to pull the whole condensing unit out.
Oh, and it's worse than it. Yeah, it's like everything's wrong with that thing. But we learned a lot.
You're gonna have to pull it out. Like you're gonna have to dump the charge, or you're gonna have to get the charge out, recover it, and then you're gonna have to pull the whole entire condensing unit back out the same way you put it in. You know what I'm saying? As to where like this way, if the compressor blows up, you could just slide the whole thing out the front. Yeah, it takes a little longer, but it's gonna save you in the long haul in the future for if there's ever problems with it, it's gonna be more serviceable.
All right. Do we have any bets on how much gas is going to take? The one I did at the shop was 2.2 pounds, and he's added a big coil of line in order to pull that out. Anybody want to take bets on how much it's going to take extra from 2.2 pounds?
I'll tell you what, it's gonna take till I have a solid sight glass.
Right, but I want to know the reading after you're done. So keep track of it.
Yeah, we'll let you know. It's gonna be more than 2.2.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna say
2.6 or 2.7.
All right. Well, then I'm definitely off. I'm just gonna go with a straight solid 3, man.
Wait, that's a 1/4 inch. Let me actually pull up an app. I can tell you exactly how much.
Well, the hoses are about a 1/4 inch, and I think a 3-foot hose holds what? Like, isn't it 3 ounces or something?
Right, but you know when you charge those things, you until you've bled your lines, right? Purge your lines and everything. That's when you tear the scale. So your line,
Oh,
and
yeah,
especially if, when you're done filling it, you run the suction and run everything out of your hoses. I
I'm
mean,
just gonna
that's
make.
maybe point one.
I'm just gonna make Jake charge it, and he'll tell you how much it takes. He's good at all that. I suck at it. I just wait until the sight glass is on.
Oh, just watch the scale.
Yeah. Well,
All right, no more questions. I'm going to wrap this up here. Call this one a wrap.